because
all right, so we're about to talk about this
Mo'Nique
D.L.
I
want y'all to weigh in.
Of the elderly of the black community.
What do you think? Do you think she did too much?
I
think she did way too much. That was a situation that should have been dealt with between their management, or her management, and the promoter.
Per my bond,
that ain't something you take to the stage.
So I'm aware of bond, and I feel like my work job. She was very, very rude.
She called this man's wife out.
Emotional intelligence, exactly, of a child. They're two of my favorites. Like, I don't subscribe to the one or the other kind of thing. Like, if both the records is hot, then both the artists is hot. It's not just one.
Here's the other issue that she was wrong about. She said your wife sucks the dick. She said your wife sucks the dick of a coward every day. First of all, they've been married 20 plus years. She ain't sucking shit every day. I don't know if y'all listen to the show or not, but if y'all be reading the comments about all this, I don't want to say it's split.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to say it's a split situation on whose side people are on.
Okay, how many minutes I got?
Ain't split. Everybody know what's wrong.
But it's a lot of people
that trying to figure out why.
It's a lot of people that's taking Lunel's side. I mean, Lunel. It's a lot of people that's taking Mo'Nique's side.
How? Why?
And I think they don't really understand.
Taking their side like how? What they say?
She's a strong black woman, and I'm so proud of her for standing up.
A lot of strength to walk outside in them hills and no razor. She is strong, but that don't have nothing to do.
Black people think that everything is acceptable as long as you believe you right. We get caught up in that. Anything I do is acceptable as long as I feel like I'm right. I can cuss anybody out. I can slap anybody. I can fight anybody. I can do what I want to do as long as I feel like I'm right. Like, if I'm right, I ain't got to go by no rules of society.
But see, this is the thing.
I ain't got to be professional. I ain't got to be mature. I ain't got to be none of that.
Mo'Nique feels is allowed. We are all allowed to feel how we feel. If you want to walk in frustrated,
allowed to react how we want to react.
How you display that frustration,
right,
that becomes the issue. So the fact that she felt the way or whatever, she could do that, but to use your set.
Or no?
No, she didn't.
No, friend, she did not.
No, but we all work in situations where we have to bite our fucking tongue at times.
The caveat to this whole thing is that myself, when I leave, the headliner left. No, bitch, the middle act left, because D.L. is still coming on, and he did not spend his set talking about her. On the other hand, he spent his set with the prepared material he had for those that paid.
He gave them what the fuck they paid for. They didn't pay to hear y'all personal goddamn brief.
We did not. We go on to live for that.
Nobody want to hear that shit.
Go do a versus.
Ooh, what I'm saying, the bigger picture is, black people have to understand, like when I see people showing out at the airport or showing out at a fucking restaurant or showing out, we got to understand that just because you feel like you're right, it don't give you the license to act how the fuck you want to act and expect no consequences from that. You know what I'm saying?
You can't.
Because we got this thing of,
we ain't white.
As long as I'm right, I can say what I want to say.
See, white people can't see. Let's just go ahead and tell the truth. The insurrection at the Capitol, they felt right, justified, and they're considered patriots, and they can. Black people, we can't do that.
We can't do that.
We don't have the same allowances as white folks. White folks can go and slap the teacher, but if they feel justified, their mama will come to that peer teacher conference, and everything is fine. Meanwhile, we're in continuation school.
Was it 2 days of this particular show?
No.
Or just one?
It was just one day at the Fox.
Because I thought somebody had a contract that said he was headlining and one said she was headlining.
They both had their own contract.
And they both said they
But there's no, but speaking as a comedian, there's no universe where Mo'Nique is going to headline over D.L. Hughley at this stage in the game. There's no universe where that's going to fucking happen.
It had D.L. and then Mo'Nique.
Oh, well,
and then
on the promotional, it was like that.
Okay, well, D.L. said that her contract said he had the contract of whatever the promoter. She had the contract that said Hicks Media. Well, Hicks is her.
So you know how it is as artists, because I guess I'm not a performer, but you know how it is as artists when you want your contract. So instead of waiting for them to send their contract, you send your contract and you put the information in. Mm-hmm. That's what she had. So he had the original contract track that was rendered and written up by the promotional company. She had her contract that she sent them to sign as her artist agreement, which is why the two contracts look different.
But she knows there's no universe where she's going to be headlining over D.L. Hughley. at this stage in the game in 2022.
Well, we all
it's
know that
not
now, but
fucking
you made it
happening.
real clear that she
It's
didn't
not
have
fucking
one.
happening. Every comedian in the game knows that shit. It ain't fucking happening. Because she's not the ticket seller that he is.
She's so whack for that. She should have just said a real funny joke that we should be talking about this weekend.
No, it was that extra personal shit, and the reason you know she been holding on to shit because she threw Steve's name in there. What the fuck does Steve have to do with anything? That means you've been holding on to that shit that was supposedly squashed.
And the Oprah and Tyler.
That was supposedly squashed
The Oprah and Tyler
2 years
had
ago.
nothing to do with it.
Oprah, Tyler.
That was supposed to be over with. She brought their names back. Coons and Steve Coon and all this shit. Like, what the fuck they got to do with this?
Ain't nobody gonna want to
You
help
went
you.
personal as fuck
Yeah.
on some business.
Yeah, talk to the promoter.
And she likes to go personal and take things personally. Now you said this man's name. Now his wife gonna feel away. Now other people, you know, and we got reach. So you look at Steve, soon to be son-in-law, Michael B. Jordan, any other program or something they might be working on. I'm like, nah, I'm cool on her. Like you fucking up, you know what I'm saying? You fucking up the church's money.
Get your money.
I don't know if after 50 Cent, who else gonna fuck with it? Because don't nobody want.
They halfway fuck with 50 is what I'm saying. 50's only fucked with because he can finance his own shit. But you don't have people over here breaking the doors down trying to figure out how to work with this man. And that's the only person that even sees your value. Because your talent is there. No one ever question that.
Yeah, it's just.
Church's money over some ego shit.
She
Yeah.
fucked up all the church's money. And considering her husband don't bring a check in, she needs to chill out.
But if I'm DL, I say to her, look, since you don't open for nobody, go ahead and start the Mo'Nique tour.
Well, see, DL said that.
Featuring Mo'Nique.
DL said it. He said,
And whoever the fuck you want to open up for you.
Let's
see how that shit
I have been
sounds.
asked to be on the bill with you, and I have declined. For whatever reason, I said, yeah this time. Look at how it turned out.
Yeah.
He said so many times that they asked me on a bill, and I just don't want the drama.
Right.
So he's always said no. Them your people.
And that's what the fuck it is. It's sad. Is she gonna be canceled again? I don't believe in that word canceled. I don't know. If she gonna be canceled again. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck that mean to be canceled.
Jimmy Iovine said, come on.
I don't know what that mean. Maybe she just fed up with people taking shit from her. Ain't nobody took shit from her.
She
what are you talking about?
To do her
Who the
show.
fuck took something from her?
Nobody's saying nothing. She's on the stage to
She
do her show.
collected a nice check. Nobody took nothing from Mo'Nique. Ain't nobody took nothing from her.
She took something from us, our time.
Yeah. In this business, you get what you get. Nobody taking nothing from nobody. Now, if somebody's not offering you something, that's not taking nothing from you. Yep. I'm going to bring up a side that nobody has spoken on yet, and that's the fact that she went so personal and she brought people into this conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with the show on Friday night. She brought up Tyler Perry. She brought up Oprah again. She brought up Steve Harvey with the the cooning word, and then she brought DL's wife into the situation in a sentence that was so vulgar and unnecessary that I don't even think you could apologize to me after saying something like that. But it was unprofessional. It was overly emotional. It was immature, and it was issues that should have been dealt with before the show, not on the stage. You don't take everything and put it in front of the public. You don't put dirty laundry from the family out before the public. You just don't do that. You done messed up the energy of the room. Everybody knows that we all been on stage with other comedians. The one thing you don't want to do is mess up the energy of the room for the next person that has to come out after you.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Wow. She did run.
Man. I feel bad because it's like over for a damn year.
It is. I feel bad because she's so old.
But
They get mad at the young kids for doing explosive stuff. It's talking about how we can't never come back from it. Bitch, you could be my mother.
Seriously.
Like, for real, she could be my mother.
I wanted her to win. Like, the really
I feel like Tyra, we were rooting for you.
We were
all
rooting for you.
I feel like Tyra.
Like, she did the sweetest. She went and talked to some kids at Coretta Scott King, and like one thing she said to the kids, she was like, "When was the last time y'all been hugged?" You know.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about love and showing love, and she was like, how many of y'all's parents are one parent in jail? Majority of the class is in jail. How many of y'all, like, you know, haven't been hugged this year? And like, it might have been like April or May. And like, the kids that held their head up who've been hugged, if there was 100 kids in there, might have been 10.
Wow.
So she said, it hit. She got everybody up, and she went through and she hugged every single girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I got mad love for her. But then it's like you do.
We all got love for her.
Stupid shit like this. You be like,
But see, I'm gonna tell you what my issue is. My issue is not her humanity. It's not her fucking up. My issue is when you self-appoint yourself as someone of authority and as a voice to the people. I have an issue with that. It's like when who went to the White House and spoke on our behalf. We was like, hold up, nigga, we didn't call you to go and speak on our behalf at the fucking White House. Oh, well, Steve went. Was it Steve? It was Steve. Mm-hmm. We were like,
because people were clowning him for going.
Because whatever you do on your own volition is one thing, but when you decide that you want to start being the voice of the people, how you move, what you say, everything now matters. If that's not your situation, cool. Like Obama decided he signed up for the scrutiny. So we can do that. But then other people, you give them a pass because they're just humans and they're entertainers. So for Mo'Nique, I don't think we had a problem with her humanity. I started to have an issue when she decided to be the voice of baby girl, little girl, don't do this, and young ladies, and trying to be the voice of what a young woman is supposed to look like and act like. When then you, old lady, do this. That I have an issue with. Look, Lunell ain't telling not a damn motherfucker how to do shit. Cause she been able to get her nails done and smoke her weed and put on her shiny shit and go hang out and you know what I'm saying? She gonna live her life. So she ain't gonna tell you how to live yours. Mo'Nique got too much opinions about how to live your life, and this is her behavior.
Because Lunell knows, like, I'm gonna do some bullshit. So I can't tell you or judge you how you do your bullshit.
My mama tell me the box I put you in, bitch, ain't got no top. You jump out of it any day, because I can't tell you who to be. Because I'm still trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be the right way.
That's real.
That's my issue with Lunell. I mean, that's my issue with Mo'Nique. It's not her feelings. It's that she's trying to be... She was wrong to say that D.L. wife said they like her every day. D.L. has been with his wife for almost 30 years. Trust me, she ain't sucking. First of all, let me just say something for the wives out here. I've been married and with my husband for 7. She done been married to her husband for 30 years. Newsflash. Ain't nobody been married that long sucking no nothing every night. Let me just say that for the starters. Second of all, that was so rude. It was just so rude. It was so gross. It was a behavior I wouldn't want my teenager to behave in, let alone someone that could be my kid's grandmother. I'm so disappointed in her.
Trust me.
I'm so disappointed in her. So.
Yeah. All right, I'm glad y'all checked in. I gotta go pee. That's too much information, but y'all need to know. I got to go pee. All right, I'm hollering, y'all. Peace out. Thanks for the conversation.